bum, bum. Alright. So since there's no official tutorial for the speedrun for this game, and I know at least one person that's doing it for the 12-hour challenge, so I'm just gonna kind of go through the game as I play it, try to explain everything as best I can. I blew up my input display here. Oops, hold on. There we go. Okay, blew up my input display here. So that way, because the inputs in this game are very important, because this game operates unlike any other speed game. It's very different. For most games, you have a run button where you hold the run button to go faster. This one is different, and I'll explain that here right at the beginning. So you can see my inputs at the top here. So I'll be referring to those a lot. So, time for this game starts, I'd press start. Alright. So we got 6 total areas, 4 worlds with 3 levels in each. The last 2 worlds only have 1 level. So you can see there's 3 sub-characters here as well. The only ones that we're going to be using are Plucky, the first one here, and Furball at the end. Furball at the end here, he can climb up walls. His jump is slightly shorter than Buster, the main characters. But his thing is he can attach and climb up walls, so we'll see that come into effect. Plucky can fly, float through the air. So we'll use him. I use him for the first few worlds, the first 2 worlds, and then we'll switch over to Furball for the rest. So, let's just start one more time over from the beginning. So again, your time's going to start. Press start. So right with the first level, you can just mash start to go right through here, and you're going to pick Plucky. It starts right on Plucky right away, so you just mash start until you get to the first start here. Okay, so this is the start of the game. I'll just go through the mechanics really quick here. So the run button is the B button, so you can see that kind of gain a little bit of speed, but you're not going to be doing this really often at all. The way you're going to maintain your speed and momentum is you're going to press down and then jump immediately afterwards. So you can see that on the input display, and you can see kind of what's happening. So you can see how fast I'm going. Now you can see if I jump with the run button, he automatically does like a full height jump, and it's a lot slower. So you can see I'm just holding the run button and jumping here. See how much slower that is. Here, I'll make a save state here. So if I'm just going to run through the level holding jump, I don't have that much control over my jump either, because he does the same height jump. So we don't want to do that. What we want to do is we want to tap, get a running start, and then just tap down in A. You can see how much faster that is already. As long as you do that, like pretty much immediately after you land, you'll keep your momentum here. So there's a few different items you can collect through the levels too. I'll go through that really quick. First are the carrots. Carrots kind of act as like your currency in the game, kind of like coins if you're ever played a Mario game before. You do need to be mindful of your carrot count, because if you end any worlds with the same number, so if you have like 1, 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, you'll get a mini game in between the worlds, which wastes a lot of time, and it's basically going to kill your run. So, I see it. So you do want to be mindful of your carrot count as you get. If you follow the same path, you usually don't have to worry about it. So you'll kind of get a feel for that, but just be mindful of that. So you don't want to end the world with the same number of carrots. Like, so again, like 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, and so on. This next item is a heart. So there's no life meter, as you can tell. There's a power meter at the bottom, but we don't worry about that. That is not going to affect anything that we're going to do during this run. So there's no health, so if you take one hit, I'll show you here, like you're dead. And there's no checkpoints in any of the levels either, so a death means you're starting over at the beginning of the level. You can see one hit and you're dead. There are hearts, though, in these little balloons here. So if you collect the heart, you can see it at the bottom right. So now we have a heart in storage. Now you gotta be careful, because if you collect another heart, you do get a 1-up, but I believe it takes your heart away. But you can see I can take a hit now, and you can keep going there. So be mindful when you're starting out to know where all the hearts are. You might want to just grab that first one just for safety. The other item that we'll see is right here in the second balloon. Do this little star ball, and that's going to switch to your sub-character, so that's going to switch us over to Plucky. Now if you collected another ball, it would switch you back to Buster. You can only switch your sub-character at the beginning of each world as well. So that's why for the first 2 worlds we'll use Plucky. The rest of the way I'm using Furball. You can use Plucky up until the last stage if you'd like to. Sometimes it's easier because he can fly through most of the levels. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to show you the way that I do it. So, alright, well I think that covers the basic mechanics of the game, so we'll go through each of the levels now. We'll start at 1-1. 1-1's a pretty easy level. So again, you want to get your running start right away, and then do a down and A jump right at the end of this first platform here, and that should land you right at the top of this one. And from there, you'll just do another one. You're going to do full jumps here. So basically, four full jumps there. So down and A, keep holding A, land on that guy, and that will place you right up here. So again, the input display, be mindful of the input display here above my splits. I'm going to be referring to it often. It's going to really help you guys learn this game, because again, it's a lot different. You can see we're not just holding around and jumping, we're doing some goofy stuff here. Okay, so we got that down, so full jump, down and A, holding A, land on this first guy. Okay, and then when you get to this part, I do another down and A jump at the top here, and I'm going to let go right where this cloud is, but I'm never going to stop holding right either. Or actually, you don't have to hold right. What am I talking about? You don't have to hold right, just let go until you land on that guy. Yeah, you don't have to hold right. Your momentum keeps if you're doing these down and A jumps. So you want to keep your right momentum. As long as you do those full jumps, let go of A right at the cloud, and then you're going to want to re-grab the A button just to get enough height to get over that next platform. Just like that, land on the balloon, and then you're going to grab your switch to Plucky here. So do that one more time. Full jumps here, down and A, land on this guy, keep holding A, let go of A right at the cloud. 3, 4, let go of A at the cloud. You can even re-grab it right away. Like you don't have to let it go for too long. As long as you just let it go, it's gonna stop your momentum. So let go of the A button right at the cloud. You can re-grab it right away. Hold it just long enough to get over that platform. Okay, and this last part's a little tricky to do it the fast way. I'm just gonna kind of show it first. So I'm gonna do a full jump here. We're gonna let go of down and just do 2 neutral jumps, because it'll kind of slow us down enough to where we won't hit that enemy. So see, I was going too fast and I ran right into that enemy. So what we want to do is we'll call a neutral jump, so we're not gonna push down after this first one. We're gonna do 1. We're just gonna push A to jump. And instead of pushing down. It's going to slow us down just enough so we can get the right angle over that first enemy. Okay, I missed my jump there too. Again, just keep an eye on the input display if you have to rewind this a few times just to get it down. Keep missing the jump there. Try to get this at least once. You don't have to follow this exact path. This is just the path that I take. You can certainly mess around with it and you can find something that's easier and more consistent for you. There we go. So 3 neutral jumps and then you just go right to the end. Make sure you get right into the center of the door there in order to progress to the next level. Dope. So here you can't do anything to skip make that a little faster, so you just watch that out. So now you notice when we start the next level, we're still on our sub-character. So we start the level with Plucky, which is exactly what we want to do. Alright, so this is level 2. So for level 2, we're gonna run. I run to the end of this platform. You don't want to jump too early. I guess you could do something like that if you wanted to, but what I do is I run to the end of this platform, and then we'll do a down and A jump right on this we'll land right on this second platform here, we'll do a quick down and A jump to get up here, and then we're gonna do a full down and A jump. Now with Plucky too, like as you fly, you can see on my inputs, you're just gonna tap A. So if you just tap it once, he just kind of flutters, but if you mash the A button to get him to fly more. So I'm gonna run to the end of this platform. Full down and A, short down and A, and then do a down and A off the end of that one. Now here you have 2 options. You can either go under, or it's a lot easier to go over the level, so I'll show that first. So you gotta time your fly just right to where you're gonna land on this enemy, and he's gonna shoot you right up above the level here. So it's easier just to kind of get Plucky on the screen first, and then as soon as you land on the enemy, you want to hold the A button so you get enough height to get up there. So what I usually do is just try to wait till he's on the screen, then start mashing A, kind of sets you up. And then you kind of just use the screen as your guide as to where you are. Because Plucky is going to stay right in the middle of the screen, so you can kind of use that as a guide to where you're going to land. It's a little tricky at first, it takes a little bit of practice. So here we're going to mash A, get over all the way to the end here. Oh, we missed it. It's not a big deal though. That's what the rest of the level will look like. One more time. There, we missed it. If you're going to go under, this is what it would look like. Try to go over one more time. I'm not really going to explain what I did underneath. Kind of just watch that back and... hard time with this. The important thing if you're going under is you want to do a neutral jump when you land here, so it gives you enough to decrease your speed enough to make that jump. So I think I'll say about that. So here, neutral jump and then flutter, and it gets you up there. Then you can do your down and A jump to get clear of that. Quick down and A, land there, do a full down and A, and it gets you to the door. It actually might be easier to do it that way. You can practice trying to get up on this guy. You could even do like a combination kind of thing like that, where you go over the first one. But you just kind of play around with it. So in order to keep your momentum on the ground too, you just tap down. Okay, so this is the first Elmira fight, if you want to call it. So she's basically trying to just give you a big hug, but you don't want to do that because if she touches you, then you go all the way back to the beginning of the world. So I'll go back to 1-1. So you definitely don't want that to happen. There's there's 4 different encounters with her in the first 4 worlds, so we want to avoid her at all costs. So we have to basically just avoid her for a little bit until the door spawns, and then we just go into the door and end the level. So this one's really easy. This one, what you want to do is you want to just stand all the way to the left at first. When she gets close to you, jump over her, run to the right. Again, jump over her, run to the left. Jump over her, run, and then stand right in the middle. The door will spawn and you'll go right through it. So that's really easy. Alright, let's just go through this one more time here. So I think I'll just show the bottom route, actually. You just do a full A, down an A, jump over that enemy, then you'll do a neutral jump here. Of course, now I want to show the bottom though, you can't do it. So, down an A, neutral jump, flutter, down an A, flutter, 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 quick down an A, down, 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 down an A, and then you're right there. That's probably going to be a lot easier. Yeah, we're recording a little tutorial for this game. So again, stand all the way to the left, jump over, run to the right. It's important to stay there until she freezes too. So just kind of like jump and then go over, and then stand right in the middle. That door is right in the middle. Okay, so that's 1, 2. Alright, we'll move on to 1, 3. Okay, so 1, 3 is going to feature our one and only zip in the whole entire run. So we're gonna start this level off. We're gonna run and then do a down and A jump, and then we're gonna do a neutral jump. So down and A, neutral jump to get over that enemy. We have to kill that guy. So we're gonna do. I usually just do it like right at this like second torch here. Down and A, and then a neutral jump. If you go too far, because what happens if you do 2 down and A jumps, you're gonna run right into him. Sometimes you go too far too, which is fine. So if you notice you're going too far, you might want to just hold back left too, just to land on and make it a little faster. So down an A, neutral jump, kill this guy. Okay. So let me just show it. Okay, so that's what the zip's gonna look like. Let me see if I can explain that a little better now. So what I usually do is I just run to the end of this platform, and you don't want to go too far, because then you're gonna respawn this guy. So I think as soon as you hit the corner, then I think it respawns that guy. Yeah. So just be careful, just stay up top here. You don't want to go too far. So what I usually do is kill this guy. I usually do like a small hop here. You don't have to. It's just for me, for whatever reason it's made it more consistent for me, just do like a quick hop there. Probably, yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't have to. It's just easy. It feels easier to get your momentum back going the other way. But what I'll do is, oh, again, you don't want to hold the run button when you jump off enemies too, because you can see it gives you a full jump as well. So just let go of everything, bounce off the enemy. You basically never want to be holding the run button in this game. Only to start your momentum. So, all right. So down and B, neutral jump. So just come to the end here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do a down and A jump, get full speed, and you're going to just blast yourself right at the wall. And like right when you get to just when you're about to hit the wall, if you turn left, it'll initiate the zip. So this does take some practice to get the right line and the right timing. Because a lot of times what will happen is you'll push it too early and that's what will happen. You'll miss the clip. If that does happen, you can recover. If you catch it quick enough, you can just fly back over without taking a death. You just want to throw yourself at the wall and then push left right at the end. And that's all you have to do. Just push left. Blast yourself. Yeah, blast yourself right at the wall. Yeah, be careful of that guy. Short hop, blast yourself at the wall, turn left right at the end. Alright. Alright, so the next section... We'll save state here. So we're going to do 2 quick down and A taps, so just tap it here, tap it there to get over that pumpkin. And then we can tap it again. Sometimes I do a little flutter here, because we want to land here, and what we're going to do is we're going to do another down and A, and we're going to go right through that platform as well. Just like that. Okay. So just just looks something like that. Now what you can do is you can do another down and A here, and you can land on this balloon to kind of get yourself over the rest of it. If you want to stop here, though, and grab the health, let me show you what that looks like. Whoops. You can grab that really quick and then just keep going like that. I do recommend grabbing that. I will always grab that in any sort of like race or marathon run, just because of the water level. 2-2 can be kind of difficult, so. I'll show you what it looks like once without grabbing it. So, you'll just use the balloon to kind of get yourself over everything. Just like that. And then you just kind of flutter right into that gap. For the sake of the tutorial, I'm just going to grab the health. So stop, grab the health, then do a down and A jump, then flutter through. Okay. So again, just kind of watch the inputs as I'm going through these screens. I don't want to spend too much time explaining every single jump, but just the important ones. So you stop, grab this, do a down and A, flutter through the gap, do another down and A, and try to land on this guy if you can, because it'll kind of skip you a couple steps. If not, if you miss that guy, you just gotta kind of just hop up the steps really quick. And then once you get to the top, you're just gonna do some down and A's. Probably just do, you could actually probably just do some full jumps there. Let's see. So I'm gonna grab this. We'll do a down and A. Whoops, we took too much time there. Okay, grab the heart. Down and A, flutter through. Try to land on this guy. There we go, that was good. Alright, and then we'll just do like a full jump here and a full jump here. That's gonna work just fine. And then for this next section, we're just gonna tap down. Just get a running start a little bit, and then just tap down. Gives you enough speed to go all the way to the end. Alright, so the first boss... I'll show you what it looks like. And that's it. 3 hits and he's dead. So I use an audio cue here. So what I do is, right when you hear this part, the little drum part, as soon as you hear that, you just do like a short hop. Drum, short hop, and then you just do 3 short hops in a row. That's pretty easy. I find that audio cue works really well. I want to stand right in front of them. Hear the drums, short hop, short hop, short hop. It's pretty much instantly too. So as soon as you hit the ground, you just do another short hop. So just mess around with that, it's really easy. The key drops right here, so you just want to be standing under it, so you grab the key on the first available frame. Alright. That is 1-3. So now, if I say I had like 22 carrots at the end of that world, there would be a minigame that would pop up here, and it just wastes a whole bunch of time. It also takes away any hearts that you have. Because the fastest way to do it is just to die through the minigame. But it takes your heart away, and then you don't get it back either. Which sucks. So, alright, let's go to 2-1. So again, for 2-1, we're going to pick Plucky as well. So during the cutscene, you can just mash start there too. Okay. Alright, so when you start a new world, you don't go back to your sub-character, you go back to Buster. So basically, the theme in every world is we don't want to be Buster, we want to be our sub-character, so we're going to switch to the sub-character the first available point that we can. So, alright, so 2-1, I'm just going to go through it really quick. There's Plucky. There's a heart here if you want to grab it. Okay, so okay, so the extra heart doesn't take away your heart that you already have. Alright, that's good to know. I couldn't remember that one. So if you didn't grab the heart in 1-3, you could grab that heart in 2-1 as well. Doesn't take too much time. So I would say, honestly, for this stage, just find whatever path works best for you. It took me a while to find a path that was consistent for me. This is also the first stage you really have to be mindful of your carrot count, too. Because it's very easy to end this level with like 55. I've done it numerous times, so we don't want to do that. So what I usually do is I run to the end here, do a full jump, and then do a neutral jump. You could even do 2 neutral jumps there, just two quick neutral jumps. Actually, three neutral jumps, and try to land on that guy, and then you'll grab this. You can't wait though. 1, 2, 3 neutral jumps, land on that guy, quickly grab that, and then as Plucky, you just get to the end of that platform and just fly the whole way. And then as soon as you land, do another down and A. So here you can either do another down and A here and float to the end, or if you want to stop here, grab the heart, do a down and A from there, and then fly to the end. So again, that stage I would just kind of mess around with, find the path that you feel is the easiest way through. Alright, so the water level though is completely different. So the water level that everyone loves, right? So Plucky does swim the fastest, this is why we want to be Plucky in this level. Plucky's good for this world overall though. So to swim, you push A to swim. You can see I'm not holding anything else, I'm just pushing A, and it advances you forward. Obviously moving up and down makes you go in either direction, so... When you start this level, you want to swim up, swim down. Now, an interesting mechanic in the water, too, is, Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to find the best way to explain this. So you can see, as I'm standing in the water, if I just tap A, like, he also moves forward. But if you do a thing where you... If you kind of tap down and A at the same time, you see how he gets all that momentum? That sliding momentum? So we're going to use that in a couple times, too, to get through some of the parts faster. I find the easiest way to do it is kind of just, like, roll it from forward to down. So you could actually... This is a perfect place to practice this, because this is a little goofy at first. But I'll just practice this for a little bit until you get a feel for it. So I'll show you where we're going to use that. Oh, also, if you're underwater, if you push B, you can see it shoots a little tornado, and that's where you can see the power meter goes down. But we're only going to use that one time during this stage, so I'm just going to run through the stage here. Kind of see. So we're going to fly up, you can bonk your head here. We're going to fly up to the right. And then when we get here, we're going to do our first slide under those. Now this is where it's important to grab the heart, I feel like, because it's very easy to not get your momentum here and accidentally clip your head on one of those fish, so I always recommend grabbing a heart for this level. Bonk your head, up to the right, kind of even out here, get your bearings, and then we're going to slide under, just like that. Bonk your head here, you can just go straight through that guy, come up, do a couple down and A's there. Now that is we want to be careful too, because that part you can easily, your momentum can carry right into that fish too, so. Again, bonk your head, up to the right, even out, get your bearings, slide under this guy. Now see, if you don't get the momentum, you might just have to wait there. Or if you're confident, you can get a heart in the next level pretty easily. So if you're confident in just taking the damage boost and just moving on, it might be a little faster. But that's definitely why I recommend grabbing the heart, because it's easy to lose your momentum there. You just want to make sure you're holding down, too. So bonk your head, you can go straight through here, up. Here you just want to go straight, and then we'll go down. And you want to try to just get as much of the speed boost as possible. Now for this part, after this second little spiny guy, here you want to try to get as much speed as possible, so you're going to do your downs here. And then push B right at the end to kill that octopus. And after that, you basically just go all the way up, to the right, out of the water, and try to get a down boost here to get your speed to get to the end, just like that. So this definitely is going to take some practice. This water level is it's really goofy, so you just got to be careful there. Okay, so the second Elmira fight, call it a fight, but alright, we'll go through one more time. So again, the point of the Elmira fights is just to buy enough time to make the door spawn, so... stage one more time. Get speed, kill the octopus, go up, right, up, get your speed. Okay. I'm gonna make a save state here. So what I usually do is I come down here, I jump up. Oh shit, thanks Tubes. Yeah, thanks for the 23 months subscription. Much appreciated. Thanks, man. Just making a little tutorial for Tiny Toon Adventures. How you doing, man? Appreciate that. Alright, so what I usually do for this, I come all the way, I just come right down to the left. There we go. Then just kind of hop over her. And then here, we're just going to keep her dancing right here. So just hop back and forth. She'll keep coming after you. Just keep jumping until you see the door spawn, and then just get in the door. It's really easy. Okay, this stage is really tough, though. Alright, so this is 2-3. Doing pretty good, Chiefs. Thanks again for that reset. Alright, so this stage is really difficult. So I'm gonna kind of just show it first. If I can. It's really tough to do fast. Alright. So that's what the first screen will look like. So basically what you're doing is you're gonna walk to the edge here and just do like a full jump. And that should land you on this first guy. And then you want to just land on the top of this pillar. And here you're going to do a down and A, and then you're going to... Okay, yeah, so if you just do a full jump holding the run button here, it kind of lands you perfectly right on here. So it's not that bad. But then you're going to do a down and A, and then you're going to try to do a down and A on top of this one too. So it's really... the timing's really tight. This is going to take a lot of practice. But that, and then you just want to flutter over the rest. And then you can do a quick down and A here, and then just slide into the door. Down and A. Down and A. Flutter. Here you can go down. Quick down and A, and then get to the door. So that is, again, it's just going to take a lot of practice. Alright, second screen. So here's where you would get your second heart if you wanted one. So this part can be very difficult too. So grab the heart. You're gonna just slide off of here. Sometimes this guy will have an anvil, but usually if you do a full jump over him, I think if you don't grab the heart, he has an anvil. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I would just recommend grabbing the heart then. Because I think if you grab the heart, take the time to grab the heart and you kind of just go like that, he doesn't have the anvil. So let's just do that for the sake of this tutorial. Just grab this heart, slide in, and then you should just be able to jump over. Oh, see, that time he did have the anvil too, but he didn't throw it at me. He wasn't in the position to throw it at me. This part might take some messing around with. Yeah, it seems like if you grab the heart, it puts him in a position where whether he has the anvil or not, he's not in a position to throw it at you. Well, that time he was. It all depends on how fast you get there, because the enemies are on, like, a timer as soon as you enter this part. What causes him to despawn? That's really tough. I would say just do something like that, because that seems to despawn it. Alright. So same thing here. This guy you can do a full jump over no matter what. And then just kind of just hop over these. Now you gotta be careful at the end here not to land on any of the barrels, because they will attack you. They'll like kind of explode and do damage to you. You just kind of do this part, and then I can kind of explain a little bit. Always tap down too to keep your momentum. Here you just do a full jump and flutter, do the little tap jump. So here, just kind of jump up again, stay away from the barrels. I usually just do a quick hop there first, just to make that guy throw his anvil, because then he can just go right over him to the end there. One more time. Grab the heart, slide in, jump over this guy. Ah, see, he hit me that time. I really wish I knew a consistent way to get through this now. I guess what you could do is you could just pause there, let him throw his anvil, and then just move on. This guy you can always just jump over. Alright, here, full jump, flutter, 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 and then do a short hop, flutter over. Here again, you'll just jump up. And then here I just do a quick hop up, make him throw his anvil, and then go to the end. Okay. Too fast, too good. Alright, so here's our second boss, so Captain Hook. So for him, it's kind of the same idea, so you gotta hit him 3 times, but every time you hit him, he's gonna go off the screen. I'll show that to you. Same audio cue though, and he will throw a barrel, so you just kind of get out of the way. But then he drops down pretty much the same point where you hit him. So same audio cue, as soon as you hear the drums, do a short hop. Okay, get up here, avoid the barrel. Now it's like a second after the barrel despawns off the screen where he comes down again. So you just want to be in position to jump on him again. Okay, don't recommend floating down at him and just jump way too early. Okay. Just wait. Okay, that's good. Stay up here. Okay, and that's pretty much the fight. The key spawns over here, so just stand on this platform, wait for the key. Okay, and that's World 2. Right, so again, if you have to rewind this at any point, check out the inputs that I'm doing. It might be the most helpful. Alright, so World 3 is where I'm going to switch to Furball. So you don't want to mash start too fast here, or else you'll pick Plucky by accident. What you can do is just push left on the character selection screen, and it gets you right to Furball. Okay. Go to the next stage. I might just run through it really quick. Just to see if I can do it. It's been a while since I played this, honestly. I should have did this when I was playing it, but I'm just going to kind of show you the path that I take through these levels. See if I can show it first. I'll kind of explain what I'm doing. This level, again, it might be one that you want to kind of find your own pathway through, but we definitely want to switch to Furball. This level took me a while to kind of route out for myself, to find a consistent way to do it. Basically, it looks something like that. So what I do is here, do a down and A jump, and then I'm turning here, and then, so I'm going to turn around completely to stop my momentum and do a quick hop up here, and then do my next down and A jump there. So you can see I'm doing something like that, and then doing full down and A jumps. It'll land you right on the balloon. To switch the Furball, and then we'll do a down and A jump here, do one at the top there, do one there. We can do a neutral jump there. Watch out for Black Sun. So that lands you perfectly there, so down and A there. There you want to do a neutral jump too, because if you do another down and A, you kind of clip this wall here. Tree, I guess. Oops. That lands you perfectly there. So down and A, sometimes if your momentum's not, you just kind of pick yourself back up and just jump where you normally would. So do a neutral jump here, down and A there. If you fall down there, that's fine. Just get back up here. Do a down and A from there. You want to do a down and A from this platform here, and then you definitely want to turn there so you don't hit that squirrel. So we got this part down pretty good. Just gonna update my save state. Down in A. Neutral jump, down in A. That's okay if we fall there. Go back up there, down in A. Get up here, down in A. Now turn back and you want to jump over that little squirrel there. Okay. Oops. So neutral jump, down in A. Try to show this like a faster way, because it looks really slow the way I'm doing it there. So turn, jump over, down in A. If you do 2 full down in A jumps there, actually 3, it kind of pushes you right to the end. So again, this might be a level that you might want to watch another run for, find your own way through it. That's just the way that I do it. With Furball anyways. Okay, so the second level, 3-2. So I'm just gonna go through it really quick. And we'll explain it afterwards. Oh, come on. Wait, that's not right. Come on. Show it like the right way first. Let's go. Again, this is the path that I take through this level. And you can see my inputs through there too, that whole screen. If you're interested. Okay, so we're gonna do a down in A, turn, down in A from here, do a quick down in A hop. And then if you can hop off of that second one, it lines you up perfectly to get through that gap. So down in A, do a quick down in A. Try to catch that one too, and then you just hold A the whole time. And it should get you right through that gap. If you end up falling through there, you do a down in A, and then I let go of A right about where the tree line ends here. And then that usually lines you up too. Let's see if I can show that really quick. Go. I let go a little too late. Okay, there we go. And then if you time it right, you can just do 3 short little neutral jumps, and it gets you right through that gap. Let me see if I can just show that once. There we go. And then just tap down on those last 2 trees, and it gets you right down to here. So that's the goal. That's what I'm trying to do here. We gotta tap down, do a short jump, and then we're gonna climb up here. So to climb up the wall with Furball, since we haven't talked about this yet, is you just jump into it, and then as soon as you're on the wall, you just tap A. So if you can do short hops to tap up, you can do a longer hop to jump a little higher. I'll explain that really quick. And there's if you catch it from the top. Kind of lines up the same. I'm gonna climb. I'm gonna slide off of here. That was not a good slide. Spent way too much time on this level. There we go. Save state. Jump. So we're gonna slide, jump, down in A, down in A, down in A, down in A. Just time that last jump so where you land right in front of the door. Okay, so for this one, this Elmira fight, what I'm doing is I'll explain exactly how I do it. It lines it up perfectly. So you're gonna run down. You'll do a down in A to get up on that platform there, right above her. You just gotta be careful because you don't want to, like, you don't want to run into her like that. You know, if you find an easier way to do it, you might just want to just wait here, and then just kind of like go to the end here and do your little hops. Door spawns at the end. Like, you could do that. That's fine. But what I do is I just jump up here. Nope, not like that. Jump up here, I wait. And as soon as the music hits that, like, dun-dun, like right at the end, then I'll hop off and go to the end house. Jump, And then I slide to the end. And it usually lines it up perfectly. I'll just jump right over her and the door spawns and that's the end of the level. So that's how I time it. I use an audio cue there. But again, however you want to do it that way is fine.
Nope.
Alright, 3-3. Okay, 3-3 is tough too. Let me see if I can just show it really quick. That's the first screen. I'm sure there's a much faster way to do this part. I forgot that's horrible. We'll definitely try to do that part a little better when we explain it. Just a couple of tricky platforming. So this is the benefit of Furball in this level. You can just climb right over here. I'm gonna skip most of this part. Oh god, that's bad. Basically, we're doing that just much faster. I'll try to go through that a little better, and that's useless to the third boss. Okay. So starting out, this is very tight. What you want to do is just do a quick A hop and then turn to the left to get down here. The timing's really tight though, so you gotta be careful here. It's very easy to get clipped by one of those bats. There's a health pickup you can grab at the end of this level, but I do like to have health throughout this level just in case. So just do a quick A, B, turn to the left to kind of fall down there. Okay. Then we'll hop off that guy. We'll do a down and A and then a neutral jump to set ourselves up. Down and A, neutral jump, down and A to get us up here as fast as possible. So we can land on that guy. Sometimes if you're too slow, we can show you if you're like taking your time through here. You weren't able to like get up there quick enough. See, now this guy's way over here, so now you have to wait until he starts walking back the other way. So it's just a lot slower. So what we're trying to do is just do something like that. Quick down. Oh, no. See, we were holding the run button. When we landed on the enemy, that shoots us up at like full jump height. So down in A, neutral, down in A. Up on that guy. And just kind of just get through there as quick as possible. Alright, second screen. I think what you can do is you can do like a down and A there and just turn around to catch the other side of that. I think that's the fastest way to get up there. Something like that. You know, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can just like kind of hop up like this. That's fine. If you watch my controller inputs there, it's not that bad to do it that way. And then I just do like a down here, right at the top. You can see how much speed you get there. Just by holding run and tapping down at the top here. Jumping out of the water can be tricky too, so you just gotta kind of get a feel for that. I feel like you have to like let go of everything. Maybe just kind of just hop up like that. Like, that's really easy. Just find the best way through there. So for this last section, hop up. What I usually do here is just something like that. Hold A while you're going through the water too. It lets you go a little faster through the water. And then if you time this out right, you can actually get through here pretty smooth. Just like that. So what I'm doing is I'm holding A, I'm jumping out and then I'm sliding, and then I'm holding jump, and then you can just slide right through that gap. That takes a little bit of practice to get that timing down. So I would just practice that, just look at the inputs, just do it exactly the same way I was doing it. Here's the extra heart. If you did get hit, you can just circle back really quick, grab that heart. I do recommend it. Alright, so for this boss, you're going to see the top. These little blocks at the top are either going to move to the left really fast or move to the right. And that's going to indicate which side of the room the boss is coming from. So if the boxes are going to the left, then he's basically coming from the direction that the blocks are moving from. So if it's going from the top right of the screen to the top left, then he's coming from the right side of the screen. So here he's going to come from the right side of the screen. And where he lands is pretty random too, so he's coming to the right again. So that time he dropped a little bit farther in. He's going to come from the right again. That time he dropped all the way at the end. Still coming from the right. I just want to show this a little bit. So we do have to jump on this guy 3 times. Okay, now he's coming from the left. So basically you're timing your hops to kill him in one go like that. So this is what the fight should look like. You gotta be careful when he gets that short one in. He always drops from over here. Because you don't want to jump down the hole too, right? Okay, that can happen too. That's why I recommend grabbing the heart. Sometimes you can go too quick, and you'll take damage there. The timing to jump on these guys are all the same, so once you get the hang of it, it shouldn't be too bad. That's 3-3. Go to advance my timer here. Alright, so we'll go to World 4, will be our last complete world, and then we'll have 2 more stages after that, and we'll be done. Oh, okay, perfect, here. So you can see I wasn't paying attention to my carrot count, and we got the minigame here, so we got the Duck Vader minigame. So you do have to jump on him 3 times in order to finish the minigame, or you can just take a death, which is usually faster. But see, because I got hit there, now I'm gonna lose my heart for the next level. We get a 3-up, which is great. But, I mean, how much time did that take? That took a bunch of unnecessary time. So because I picked Furball in the last world, and I want Furball for the rest of the run, I can just mash start through the rest of these cutscenes too, so I don't have to worry about switching my character again, which is good. Okay. So I'm just gonna load my next save state here. Go to stage 4-1. 4-1's, I feel like all these levels in this world are all ones that you'll benefit from just finding your own consistent way through. Yeah, you can see I have 55 carrots, that's why I got the minigame there, so I wasn't paying attention to my carrot count. Yeah, so I'll kind of show you how I do this. This one. That's not how I do it. Either. It's gonna take a few tries. The heart's there too, in that first balloon if you want to grab the heart. Okay, and there's 4-1. So for the first section, I'm just kind of sliding through. I try to jump off of this first trash can. Now you have to be careful. You can't wait around this level at all because you got these enemies throwing trash from the windows. You got the cats that show up out of these trash cans and they're throwing trash at you too. So you never want to slow down here. So I try to time my jump off of this enemy here. Just jump off the first trash can, land on the third. Try to time it just like that, because then it puts me right on this platform, where I can just do a down and A right from there. If I do short it, what I'll do is I'll just turn around and then just do something like that, and then you can just slide right under. Again, the heart's here if you want to grab it. The first section will just kind of look like this. Try to time this right like that, and then you can just do a full jump, slide under, do a full jump, short hop, full jump, and then that gets you to Furball there. So again, just take some practice getting used to the timing and where you want to do your jumps. Again, if you find a more consistent way to do it, but that's just the way I do it. So then we just want to do 2 down and A's from these boxes, do a full one here, and then we want to turn back and land on this particular block here. I say that because if we land on this block, what we can do is we can do 2 full down and A's from the next 2 blocks that we land on, and we'll get right to the end. So just do down and A, do a quick down and A, full down and A, land on this block here, and then just do 2 full down and A's. And it takes you right to the end. Slide off there, down and A there, and then you're at the end. So from Furball one more time. Down and A, full down and A, turn back, land on that block, and do 2 full down and A's. Slide off there, jump up there, slide to the end. 4-1's not too bad, it just like every other level in this game, just knowing where to jump and how long to hold jump for, it takes time. Alright, this level is by far the hardest for me to find a consistent way through for, too. Again, I'm going to show the way that I do it. If you guys want to do it the same way, it's probably a lot easier with Fluffy just to fly over the level. I mean, I still have trouble with this level, like, to this day. And same thing with these barrels, too. Let's see if I land on some of them, they will explode on me. Like, there's probably far more consistent ways to get through this stage than the way that I do it. The heart's there too, as you can see it. Probably just want to turn around there. Might be a better way to do it. Alright, that was pretty good. You don't want to stay too high on the screen on this level either, because these enemies will just jump out from behind the fence and just kind of flip you, so... I feel like that's going to be a lot better. Okay. Alright, let's do it that way. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to just jump up to this top tire here, and then we'll do a down and A jump, full down and A jump, and that will land you right on that first enemy. Now, in order to line up the timing for the second enemy, you do have to let go of A. I guess you don't have to. Let's see. I usually just let it go briefly. Kinda like that. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it that way. So that seems pretty good. Okay. So do a full down and A. Yeah, so if you don't let go, you don't land on that balloon. So down and A, let go, down and A, let go. Land on the balloon, then just turn back right before you reach those carrots. And then we'll just slide under that enemy. I think that's gonna be a lot more consistent. Let go, let go. Turn back, slide under, jump up, slide, 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 jump. Do a neutral jump there, down and A, jump there. And I'll get you through that part. So down and A, let go of A, jump off the balloon, turn back, slide, down and A. See, I went too high there. Neutral, down and A, short down and A, down and A. Yeah, see, you don't want to get too high either. The stage is very difficult. I can't recommend enough to do a lot of practice on this stage. I would just kind of do it this way. See, all those barrels would have did damage to me if I was standing on them any longer. Just try to get one more clean run through here. Let go, turn back, slide under, jump, slide, 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 jump, neutral jump, down and A, slide, slide, jump. Okay, I would just recommend doing it that way if you can. Alright, so with Furball, this Elmira encounter is just non-existent. So what we're going to do is we're just going to climb up the wall, jump to that platform, jump to this platform, we're going to wait right here, and that's it. Easy. Even with Plucky, that wouldn't be too bad, you just have to do a little bit more platforming, but with Furball, just jump right over the walls. Okay, and then this level is by far the hardest in the room. So, kind of just go through it really quick. That is not a heart, that changes back to Buster, we do not want to do that. The heart is at the end of the level, I'll show you guys where it is. That's really tough timing to get that jump around. But it gets you up here fast enough. You gotta be careful of that thing. So again, the benefit of Furball is we can just skip a majority of this level. Alright, so the heart is up here. If you want to grab the heart, you do have to go out of your way a little bit, but I absolutely recommend having a heart going into this fight. So if you don't have one coming in here, it's definitely worth the time to go around and grab it. Alright, so we're gonna just try to jump around and grab the side of this platform if you can. It's the fastest way to get up there. If you have to, you can just kind of do like quick hops up there. You want to just basically beat this guy so you can kill him, so you don't have to wait for him to start walking back. So if it's more consistent for you just to do some short hops here to get up there, it's fine. Kind of like to do something like that. Okay. And as long as you reach this wall fast enough, you don't have to worry about that guy. Let's see if I can kind of show you what happens if you have to. So if you don't get up quick enough, you might have to watch out for this floating bird here. But if you get to that wall fast enough, it's usually never a problem. Just kind of something like that. You can even use this guy to kind of jump up a little bit too. 5, 6, 7, 8. So then it's like 8 hops. If you use the bird to jump up, it's like 8 hops up before you have to worry about platforming away. That's what I usually do. So I'll kill this guy, jump on the wall, jump off of this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you need to hold. So to get off the wall here, you need to hold right and then jump. If you hold right for too long before pushing jump, you just fall off. If you hold right and then jump, you'll see he jumps off the wall. So what you want to do is right at the top here, you just want to kind of jump around that platform. And you need to get up there really fast, so watch out for that bird. You can even use the bird to jump up like that too. That's pretty good. So just hop around, hop off the bird onto that platform. Climb up this wall, and then I usually just do a down and A jump here, land here. Okay, so this next part, you want to just jump around, grab this platform, and then you see there's another bird coming down there too. So he can sometimes get in the way if you like try to like go up. If you try to go up too fast, sometimes you get clipped by that bird. So what I usually do here is as soon as I get here, I just do a quick hop up to kind of spawn that bird. So I'll just do a hop up, do a quick hop, and then just keep going, just like that. This guy we have to wait till he gets to at least this step, or else we can't kill him. So it's fine to like take the time to like spawn that bird, because we have to wait for this guy anyways. You gotta be careful jumping on this guy though, because there's a lot of times where his hitbox can kind of get in the way. You try to jump on him. It's just a poor attempt. Let's see if I can kind of show this in a way. No, he's just being nice the whole time. Making a liar out of me. I guess if you go too soon, sometimes you can clip him. Okay. So this level takes a lot of practice, but it's far easier with Furball than it is with Plucky, I feel like. But the other two levels are a lot harder with Furball, but as long as you follow those kind of paths that I take, it's not that bad. Alright, again, if you need the heart, just platform up here, grab the heart. Definitely recommend it if you don't have one for this fight, and you'll see why. This fight is the worst fight in the game by far. So it's an RNG nightmare, and this fight's actually a lot harder with Furball. It's a lot easier with Plucky. So basically, we can't get up to jump on him, so what he's gonna do, he's gonna spawn 2 little monkeys at a time. And you have to kill 2 monkeys at a time. Not at the same time, but... every time you kill 2 monkeys, one of his platforms will fall, and you have to do that 4 times. So you can kind of see why it's... So we killed 2, one of his platforms falls. Now the thing is, once he jumps and lands, if you're on the ground, you get stunned. So you can't move for a little bit. I don't know the exact time, but I'll show you. See, I can't move. Which sets you up for just getting wrecked. So the way that I do this fight with Furball is... there's also like 3 different places he can spawn these stupid monkeys too. So he can either drop them directly onto your head here, he can drop them in the middle here, or he'll drop them all the way at the end here. This is ideal because it gives you enough time to kind of react to it. So because there's 3 different places he can drop them, I want to set myself up to be able to hit any one of them at any time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand right here. and I'm kind of just going to jump around each time he jumps down, so that way if he drops this one, it's not going to land on my head, and I'm still going to be able to land on it and get killed. So let's show you guys that. This fight takes a lot of practice. It's a complete RNG nightmare. It's very difficult. I usually do hold the run button for this one to get those full jumps in. So right before he lands, I'm going to jump around just like that. Okay, that's good. So I kind of stand, put my right foot right at this like bolt here. It's kind of where you want to stand. So you can see right there, I didn't jump in time and I got a monkey right in my face. Alright. So stand right about here, right before he lands, jump. Okay, that's good. Around. See, that way you're able to land on that one, and that one. And that one. You might want to let go of the run button right before you land on the monkey though, so you don't put yourself in a bad position. Alright, and that's the fight. The key lands right about here. That's really all I can say about that fight. That's where I would stand, just jump around each time right before he lands. And just hopefully you get good monkey patterns. That's really all I can say about it, just practice it. Set up a good save state to where you'll get different patterns each time so you can practice all the different ones too. Alright, and that was 4-3. I keep forgetting to advance my timer here. It's not a consistent video, that's okay. Alright, so we're using Furball for the rest of them, so we're just going to mash start through the cutscenes the rest of the way. So the last two stages, this is Wacky Lands. Wacky Land's another one where I do a specific path through each section here. So the gimmick in this level is you need to collect... I forgot what the name of the little bird is. There's these guys right here. I think you need to collect 5 of them, and that ends the level. Let me just see if I can go through Wacky Land really quick. Why did I do it? Oh, that's not right. Sorry, so I'll just take a few attempts. This is one that I spent a lot of time myself just kind of routing out for myself to find the best way through it. A more consistent way. We're gonna use Buster through this whole level too. Actually, no we're not. What am I talking about? Switch the Furball right there. I don't know why I was thinking we used Buster the whole way. Oh, that was this. Oh, that was a bad jump. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention too. Anyway, so that's the whole Wacky Land level. So once you get the last one, you get this little cutscene, grab the key, and then we're on the final level. So another thing I forgot to mention too is if you have max speed, you can slide through enemies. So if we do, and we'll see this in the last level, so you can do a slide, and you can slide through enemies without taking damage, but you have to be going faster. We'll see that in the last level. Alright, so this first section, down in A, I do a full down in A at the end of this platform here. And then do a short down in A, and then I kind of just slide off of this one right onto the bird there, so. Full down in A, tap, slide off, and land on the bird. And that'll set you up for the next part. Slide off, and then I'm going to do a down in A, and let's just update my save state right there. And I think I do, yeah. Okay. Then like right at like this part here, like right between these mountains I guess, is where I'll do my next down in A. And I'll try to land right here. Just like that. And then down in A. Definitely don't want to go through these doors either. These doors start like a weird minigame. It has nothing to do with anything, it's just a waste of time. So definitely avoid the door. So down in A here, down in A here, down in A here. Then try to land here. Just from there you can just do a full down in A to the end. just like that. Okay. Alright, next section. So we do a full down and A, hit the balloon, and then we switch to Furball. We do a full down and A from the top there, you'll land right on the football, and then it kind of sets you up perfectly there. Full down and A, keep holding A, short down and A, and lands you right here. It's Go-Go? Oh, okay, thank you. I was thinking Woodstock, but that's the one from Charlie Brown. Kinda looks like it, though. But just keep holding A, so you can see, like, literally, I'm just, like, doing a full down and A here, and then I'm just holding A the whole way until I get to there. You can even do a neutral jump at the top there. You gotta be careful, though, because as soon as you hit the slant here, you lose all of your momentum. See? So you just want to do it right at the top here. Keep holding A, do a neutral jump there, and then it lands you right on top of the next Dodo, or Go-Go. Okay. And then from here, full down and A again. And then there, another full down and A. And then there's, after that part, is where you want to get a little bit more finesse with your jumps. So like here, as soon as you land here. And see, if you do a full down and A, you just like... Yes, it's very inside. Yeah, thank you, Bitvault. Be looking like a goober, don't know what I'm talking about. Don't know my Tiny Toons lore. Alright, so let's see. Let's try to find a good way through here. Trying to figure out what I do. Full jump. Full jump. Maybe we'll do like a neutral jump? There? That might work. Let's try that. Oh, that was bad. Okay, that actually works pretty well. But we don't want to do a full jump there either. Maybe another neutral jump. That's why it's good to switch up neutral jumps and your down and A jumps, because sometimes it sets you up. Okay, that didn't work either. Probably just like a quick down and A then after that first neutral. So neutral jump, quick down and A, and a little more than that. If you do miss one of these Go-Go's though, it does start you all the way back at the beginning of the level, so we definitely don't want to do that. So make sure you don't miss any of the birds. There we go. That's good. You can do something like that. For the deploy. Okay, the last screen. So, every time you enter a new screen, you can see I have iframes here. It lasts for a decent amount of time. So for this guy, we're just gonna run right through him. Just like that. No worries. Just run right through him. Do a full down and A here. Right at the end of this platform, and it sets you up perfectly. You land off this eyeball, you jump up here, you grab the next one. This part of the screen is really easy. Okay. After this, what I usually do is I jump up, I'm holding the run button, and then I just tap down at the top of this pillar. To try to... And then we can slide through that guy. We can get our speed right. It's over here at 60. And I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. I think that's what I want to do. Slide off. We're gonna keep our momentum though. And then do a full jump from that, right in between those two dancing pens. Oh wait, okay. That's right, just like that. And then we have to slide under here too. Alright, so slide off, keep your momentum, do a short hop, then a full jump right off of that little block, and then it sets you up perfectly for the end. So, super amount of practice for that one too. Just get the route down, if you do find an easier way to do it, but for the most part, kind of routed it out just to make sure that you're landing on everything appropriately, and it makes it as easy as possible, so you don't have to do much, you just kind of, most of the time you're just holding eggs, so.
Nope.
Yeah, I think so, Keith. Might have been. How you doing? Alright, so we're gonna come to the final level here. Again, we're just mashing start through the cutscenes because we want to be furball. Okay, this first section of the first screen of this level is extremely difficult. The rest of the level's not so bad. Even the final fight's not bad either. But this part is extremely difficult. If you have a heart here, then you're usually pretty good. Let's see if I can... So the gimmick in this room is that there's a butler up top that turns the lights off, obviously, so you can't see what the hell you're doing. So that's what it'll look like. Here's where we'll use our momentum just to kind of slide past these things. You do have to slide here, or else you can't get through. So if you just look at the input display, you can see exactly how I'm getting through that part. This part is really tough for me to explain, because I'm not even very consistent with it. That's why I really recommend just having a heart here if you can. Though it's tough though, because if you take any damage through wacky lands, then yeah, there's got to be a more consistent way to do this than I do it. I just kind of hope I have a heart. But basically what I'm trying to do is do a down and A. Do a down and A right at the end of this platform, and then we're gonna do 3 ducks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then right past this first chandelier, there's this line right before this enemy, and then I'm going to do a full down and A jump right there and bonk off the ceiling. And then I'm just going to do like, I think, yeah, doing 3 of those. We gotta let go of the run button too. Oh my god, what happened? It just broke. I think I clipped into that wall by accident. I got too much speed there. See, this is like... I really need a more consistent way to get through here. What I'm trying to do is land in between those last 2 enemies and just slide to the ends. It is not working out. I'm losing all my momentum. Let's see what's going on. I think you have to let go of A before you hit the ceiling once you lose all your momentum. Okay, and then a short hop at the end. Okay, I think this might work. Let's try it one more time. Well, that actually worked too. That actually works pretty well. I can't do a short hop there. So slide 3 times, do 2 full jumps, and then a short down and A. Okay. So full down and A, full down and A, full down and A, short hop down and A, and then just make sure you're holding down to slide through. Alright, that works out pretty cool. So again, do a full down and A, let go of A as soon as you hit the ceiling. Make sure you're holding down at the end there. That was not good enough. Okay. So just like that. Even if you bonk off that first enemy, if you do a shorter down and A, it seems to work. Yeah, this part is, again, another part that's just going to require a ton of practice. Just hold down through the rest of it. Alright, I don't want to spend too much time on that, but it's just... I would just do it some sort of that way, or if you can find a better way from another run. I'm not even consistent at that. That's like the best that I can do. I just hope that I have a heart there. Alright, so the second screen, we're gonna switch to Furball. And then again, we're just holding run and then holding down through these spike traps here. And that's that screen there. It's really easy. Alright, so this screen The intended way is to just ride this platform up and watch out for the money bag cannons, but because Furball can climb up the walls, we're going to use that to our advantage. So what you can do here in the beginning is you can use your iframes to pass those first two cannons if you get up there quick enough, just like that. If you're not comfortable doing that, you know, just go really slow up the wall here. Just like that. You can do a full jump here and do a quick hop up and skip those first two cannons. Just be careful here. The timing of this takes a little bit to get used to. There is a heart here. If you don't have a heart, you can grab that one. Okay, so for this screen, I'm going to show this screen first and how I do it. You gotta watch out for these guys flying down from the ceiling. That's how I do that screen. So what you do is just do a down and A hop, turn to the left, and then jump over this first guy. So you're going to do that 3 times basically. 1, 2, 3, full jump to the end. That's a fun screen. It's probably my favorite screen here. I don't know why. I think it just looks cool and it feels cool when you're doing it too. These guys you gotta be careful of, because I don't think you can even jump off of these guys. I guess you can. But they go really fast, as you can see, so... And it doesn't really do any benefit to jump off of them, as you can see, so... Just turn, down and A, turn, full down and A. Alright, and then this is the last screen before the final boss. So for this screen, we just want to do 2 quick hop-ups, and then we're going to jump around. So we can do jump, so full down and A to the wall, do 2 kind of quick hops, and then we're going to just jump around this pillar like that. It's a little tricky at first, too. So just practice this a few times. 1, 2, jump around, and then we're at the end. Okay. So this is the final boss, Montana Max. So he's got a little bit of RNG to him. Basically what he's going to do is he's going to use his boxing glove fists here. And he shoots his money at you. So basically what you want to do is you want to hop up and you want to jump on him 3 times. He can pop out of either side, the left or the right side. So you can use the fist to get up here. You can also use the money. If it lines up right, you can jump off the money. So after the first hit, he shoots 2 coins out. After the second hit, he uses 2 fists as well. So be careful. You can take damage from the coins too, if you hit them the wrong way. So just be careful about that. I'll kind of show you what a normal fight would look like. Oh, that was a bad spawn. That was a bad lineup of everything there, wow. You can see how there's some RNG to the fight here. Where the fists are spawning, where he's going to show up, where the coins are lining up. That's basically how the fight will work. Then just practice it a bunch, make a save state before you go through the door so you can get different different patterns for the final boss, but it just takes a little bit of practice. He's really not that hard. Alright. Well, that didn't take too long. That was actually a lot shorter than I was thinking it was going to at the beginning. It was kind of dragging out a little bit at the beginning there. I thought it was going to take me like 2 hours, but that actually wasn't too bad. Anyways, I really hope this helps. Some people pick this game up, because this is one of my favorite speedruns. The speed tech in this game is really unique, really different. I really love it. It's really fun once you start getting the hang of it too, so hopefully more people will pick this up. I know one person at least, J-Nick, Trust J-Nick, is doing this for the 12-hour challenge. Hopefully this helps him learn the game a little bit.